Well, Eddie Howe said it himself this morning. He said basically that he's not going to sit there and say that this has been a great transfer window, and he's been proved exactly right. Newcastle United have not done what people envisaged when the transfer window opened for business way back on June the 1st. And I think really for Eddie Howe, he'll feel that this squad is capable of pushing for the top six. I've got no doubt that they are capable, because when you look at that first 11 that Eddie Howe's got at his disposal, then for me, that's a first 11 that could finish in the top six, maybe even push for Champions League on the day. But I think if injuries cut in and Newcastle don't get the luck, or certainly if they get a dose of bad luck like they got last season, then it's going to be extremely difficult to sustain that top four push, and certainly the top six will be tough too, there's no doubt about it. But as I say, they are capable, and I think if they can keep everybody fit, then they've got a chance. Holding on to Anthony Gordon, Bruno Guimaraes, Alexander Isak has been probably a success story, really, given where Newcastle were in June, when it seemed like any player was available for sale. They managed to fight that off, but I think now when you look at what Newcastle have been left with, there are a couple of sort of weak areas where if they get injuries, then that is going to be difficult. I do think they needed a winger. I do think that getting Mark Gahey through the door would have certainly pacified the crowd as a marquee signing, if you like. And for me personally, I also think that they needed another striker, because basically Callum Wilson's had injury problems. Alexander Isak was fine last season, but he's had injuries in the past, so keeping him fit is going to be absolutely vital. But I just think they needed that other layer of cover. I know they've signed William Rasulu from Sheffield United, but inexperience, we hope that he's going to come along this season and really benefit from this move. But another experienced striker probably wouldn't have hurt, but it got to the stage where it was obvious Newcastle were only going to be able to sign a winger and a centre-back, and then it became just a centre-back, and Newcastle are where they are now. So it's been a tough window. I'm sure Eddie Howe will be delighted to see the back of it, but where Newcastle go from here is going to be very interesting. As I say, keeping those players fit is going to be key. The tough run of games begins now. Tottenham Hotspur, the first big test for Newcastle once the window is shut, but a respectable start, but certainly they're going to have to do a lot of work to build on it, and that window's now shut until January.